So this is kind of a spur of the moment video, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because I'm like, I know there are other moms or other women out there that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. I don't know what it is about like just having kids, or maybe it's just the new living minimal. It has really resonated with me because I look around my house and I'm just like, there's so many things that I see that I'm like, do we really need them? Like, are they just taking up space? Are they just adding one more thing throughout the day that I need to pick up that the kids aren't really using or that I'm not really using? Or, you know, I want my house to work with me, not against me. And I just watched one of this girl's YouTube video and it really resonated with me because she was talking about like 57 of the things that as a minimal mom, she does not get anymore. And I'm like, yes, girl, yes, yes, yes to all of that. And I think one of the things that resonated with me was the fact that she was saying, like, even when it comes to other people, like for me, for example, like I don't buy other people birthday cards or anniversary cards or things like that. And the reason why I don't do that is, one, the cost of cards have gone up insane. Two, a lot of times people don't keep their cards. They don't. Like, they read them, they look at them, they love them, and then they throw them in the trash. So it's just like $7 wasted that you spent for someone that they're just gonna throw in the trash. And then like a few of the things that resonated also were like, she doesn't really buy her kids brand new clothes. And I'm like, yes, I get that. They get dirty, they get dingy, they get spills on them. There's a few things that my kids absolutely wear that I buy in bulk. Like if Tatum wants, like usually he will wear sweatpants and this one wanted to be in the video. But I don't buy them like these really cutesy outfits just because a lot of the times they tear them up or they get dirty or they just don't want to wear them. This is Caleb. He typically just wears like some kind of long sleeve onesie, and then that way if I want to put on shorts with it or pants with it, then I can. And I'm just like, you know, I really could do this. I could get rid of so much stuff. And that's kind of the hard part though, is because at some point in my life I bought something for a purpose, or I spent X amount of money on it, so just to get rid of it is kind of hard. But then as we're getting rid of stuff, it feels so good to just not have it. And I know it's not just me. So I'm going to share with y'all a few things that I've done around the house and a few things that we're going to do today just to kind of downsize, get rid of things that we don't need, like extra dishes that we don't use, extra cups that we don't use, things like that. And I just wanted to bring y'all along the journey. So maybe this will give you a little bit of inspiration or motivation to realize what you need and what you don't need and just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of it. This is my house right now, and it's very current and raw form. We've already started getting rid of a few different toys that I've let Tatum kind of pick what he wanted to keep and what he wanted to get rid of. Over here, we've just got stuff everywhere, vacuum, stuff on the counter, because we just did a home project, which I'm going to be sharing on my Instagram. So make sure you check that out. A few other things over here, things that I just want to start, like this is a hard one. I spent like $20 on this toy when Tatum was younger, so I'm having a hard time getting rid of it, but in reality, he never really played with it, so that's a hard one. But I'm going to go through a few things over here, the hutch, and then we're going to work our way upstairs. So here's the finished product of the hutch. I've just got a couple of these glass jars that I get from Walmart that I've got like plasticware in. This is actually plastic that I use for parties. A few things that were my grandmother's that I want to hang on to. And then just a few extra dishes here that I keep for like if we entertain or if I just want to switch things out. My flower vases. And then over here, I have like just my extra napkins here for like Christmas and stuff, my cooking apron, Josh's set that he got from his dad, and then a few pieces also that were passed down from our different family members because I cannot get rid of those. Okay, so next up I'm gonna do this cabinet in my kitchen. And it's already fairly organized, but I really feel like I could probably get rid of some stuff. So I'm gonna do a little test for myself and for Biscuit, but don't tell Biscuit, okay? I'm going to put some stuff in these bins at the top, and I'm going to test ourselves and see if we use them in the next few weeks, like if we go looking for them. And if we don't, I'm going to get rid of them in a few weeks. And then I have these that I have for the kids just because they're silicone and I don't have to worry about them dropping them because they'll throw them into the sink. So I think I'm going to make them a little bin that I can keep their cups in, one that I can keep their plates in, and then that way for the most part, it's what is showing is more so for the adults, like the glasses and the plates and things like that. But I'm excited to run that little test, and I think I'm going to do that in other parts of the house as well. Like just put things away, and if we don't use them, then it's just a sign that we need to get rid of them. Kind of like a really bad boyfriend. Ta-da! I'm actually extremely proud of this because I got rid of a lot more than I thought that I would. And one of the reasons that I kept telling myself to keep things before is I was like, oh, well, what if we ever need it? Or what if we ever have company and, you know, we want to have 6,000 koozies or a few extra wine glasses or things like that. But I'm realizing slowly that I can't live for the what ifs. Like, we don't have a whole lot of company right now unless our family comes over. And even then, everybody just kind of drinks out of their own glasses, or we get solo cups or things like that. So it was kind of nice just to get rid of stuff that I've been hanging on to for the what if. So this looks so much better. And then I wanted to show y'all a couple of drawers too that I've already done in the last few weeks. This one here I made into like, this was kind of like a junk drawer, but it's got like my little clips for my potato chips, magnets for the refrigerator, extra Ziploc bags, aluminum foil, saran wrap, vitamins, things like that. And then over here, I got these new forks and knives and stuff for Christmas from Biscuit. And Josh was like, well, maybe we need to get another set because they only come in like the 4s. But then I was like, well, because he was like, we were washing them all the time. And I was like, yeah, but, you know, you got to wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? So I downsized all of this, and I put these inserts in. These came from TJ Maxx. I've had these for a while now, but the point is that I actually got rid of a lot and just kind of downsized to what we needed. Stuff for the kids, our stuff, a few extra knives, a few extra bigger spoons. That way if we do have dinner. And then over here in this drawer, I've just got a few baking things, measuring cups, kitchen scissors. I've got this over here for when I cook and just want to lay my spatula on it. Extra straws and things for when we do smoothies. All that good stuff. Over here is my coffee and my Shakeology and my pre-workout. And I would at some point like to upgrade this like coffee little area and then just keep all of my coffees in here. But we'll see how that goes. So, and then like same thing with this. That's why I put the coffee cups over here because this is where this station is. So I'm going to organize that next. And then over here in this drawer, this is where I keep all of like our hand towels, drying rags, things like that. This is pretty cool too because I can kind of keep them in rotation. And then as I pull them out and I know what's in the laundry, I just scoot all of these down and then pack them in so they kind of just keep rotating. Okay, so while I'm in the process of kind of showing y'all things, I've been doing things for the last probably week or so. I just haven't like recorded them because I really wanted to like go through, focus on what I wanted to get rid of and what I really needed and did not need. So I wanted to show y'all what I did with my dresser. So over here is my sock drawer. This thing was filled with all kinds of socks. And I was like, you know, I don't wear half of these. So I literally just started going through and getting rid of anything that was old or that I didn't wear anymore. So I've got my low socks here, my medium socks here that I wear with tennis shoes. I've got higher ones here that I wear with my leggings. And then I've got 2 different pair of my slippers. And then over here, I've kind of got like my undergarments and sports bras. And same thing, I went through, I just filled through what I needed and what I didn't need. And then we've got like bras, bralettes, and then these are extra just quarter length leggings and then little paddings for sports bras that have coming out. That annoys the crap out of me. down here, I've got my workout drawer. So I've got leggings, sports bras, extra sports bras, tanks, and then the longer leggings in the back. Look at that. I literally just folded everything in half, folded them again, and then just lined them up. I would like to get some inserts that I can keep in here just to keep everything in place. So that's kind of on the list of things to get. And then down here, I've got my pajama sets. So down here is like my pajamas that comes with tops and bottoms. And then more tops and bottoms here that are sets that I just rolled up and put in these organizers. These organizers are all from Amazon. I'll try to link them below. And then I basically live in sweatshirts, so I just folded all of those in half, got rid of all the other ones that I don't wear or didn't fit, and just kept the ones that I really needed. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have a huge stash of my own sweatshirts that I keep in my closet because I wear those pretty often too. But that's another thing to keep in mind that she also really resonated with me, is that a lot of times we have way more clothes than we really need. Like, pick out what makes you feel confident, something that fits you well, something that you feel pretty in. Don't just hang on to things that you've had for years that you catch yourself not even wearing. I went through my closet and I was like, okay, if I haven't worn it in the last 6 months, I'm getting rid of it. If I don't put it on and it makes me feel, 1, comfortable, 2, confident in my outfit, then I'm getting rid of it, because there's no need in all of this stuff just taking up space in my closet, and I seriously never wear it. So that was a big one for me, and it made it so much easier just to let those things go, because they didn't, I don't want to like Marie Kondo it up, but they didn't spark joy for me. Like, I can't tell you how many pieces of clothing I had in there that I would put them on and either they didn't fit, or I didn't like the way they looked on me, or I just didn't feel like they were flattering. So they had to go. Next up, I've got my nightstand. So I try to keep this pretty clear. I did get these little bottles. I love essential oils instead of like hoarding a bunch of candles. I still have candles and I like to burn them just because they're pretty and they're very relaxing. But a lot of times we're always running our diffusers, our doTERRA oils and things like that. So I got one of those bottles for each of our rooms and every other space that has a diffuser in them. And I just keep it filled with purified water. That way, instead of having to run around and fill up all of the tanks every day, I can just keep those on hand beside them. And then over here, I went to TJ Maxx and found these as well. So I've got a lighter in here for my candles. And then this is kind of like my nighttime kit. Again, I love essential oils. I use doTERRA. So I've got my Deep Blue, my On Guard, my Serenity tablets that I take at night. I do keep some Tylenol up here. I try not to take the Tylenol if I don't have to, because I'll try to use the peppermint instead. And then these are just a few of the oils that I like to run in my diffuser at night, just to kind of make the room very calming. Lavender is a big one, peppermint. And then I have this little tub here. This is by a company called Tubby Todd. They're actually for kids, but you can use their products as well. And this is called their All Over Ointment. I absolutely love this. I like to put it on my feet and my hands before bed. And I will put a little bit of peppermint in my palm once I've applied that and rub it on. It feels so good. And then just a few blends that I've created as a room spray and bedroom spray. This one here is from a company called The Modern Farmstead. She's amazing. Her stuff smells fantastic. She's on Instagram and Facebook as well. And then back here, I've just got like a couple of highlighters and things so that if I'm reading one of my books, I can highlight that. Extra chargers. Of course, again, my book. This is the one that I'm working on now for the second time. Love that. You need to check her out. And then this is just my huge tote that I've got of essential oils that I bring out for other reasons, like if the kids are sick or things like that. Okay, my bathroom is probably one of the ones that I'm also most proud of, because I had a ton of stuff in here. And I was like, again, different makeups that probably had expired that I didn't need anymore, different lotions, all those little things that you just kind of keep collecting because you like the way they smell, or you like to use this foundation for that, or blah, 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 blah. And with being more minimal, I very rarely wear makeup. And when I do, I have my favorites that I wear, and that's just what I've been sticking to. So I got rid of a lot. So I kind of broke things down into how that I use them. This again came from TJ Maxx. The little ones that you just saw in the nightstand were in this. So for $12.99, I got that and 3 other ones. So this one's for my makeup. I just dumped everything in here. And that's what I typically always use. I got rid of everything else. And then I've got this one here with the handle. This is all of my skincare that I like to use for my morning and evening routines, my sunscreen, and I just keep it all in something like this. That way I can just pick it up. And then I've got like my face cleanser, deodorant, one particular lotion that I really like from Bath & Body Works, a few hair care products in the back. And then this is like, I call this my self-care kit. So that's like my self-tanner, my whitening trays for my teeth, my microdermabrasion things in there. These are some extra brushes that I'm actually going to get rid of, but I kept them because I want to figure out another way to repurpose that container. And then also this is a light that I use for my fingernails when I do gel polish, and I just stored all of those down here as well into one of these little drawer bins that I keep in here. So that's kind of my self-care section. These are the center drawers in our bathroom that Josh and I kind of share. So I keep toothpaste, toothbrushes over here. Here's where I just kind of keep my jewelry that I wear the most, so I can just put it in here when I get ready to do my skincare or pop into the shower. A all-natural deodorant that I like to use at night. This is from a girl I follow called Sarah's Day. She's on YouTube. Love this. And just like my little cotton swabs here that I use for my toner, extra contacts, fingernail clippers, some ointment that's also from doTERRA, and then extra glasses in the back. Down here, my perfume that I like to use, a hairbrush. These are from Makeup Eraser. If you follow me on Life by Leanna Michelle for Facebook or Instagram, you've seen those. These are just cloths that I use to remove my makeup, so I don't actually buy the makeup removing wipes anymore. That's another thing with the whole minimal thing. It's like I just don't want to have to keep rebuying things when there's other products out there that I can use that are reusable. So I've got my hair bows in here. These are all hair clips, and then little rubber bands that I like to use for my braids. And then down here in the bottom is just like extra little hair bands, hair pieces, my straightener, curling iron, things like that. So yeah, like it's pretty simple. It's really just the basics of going around and getting rid of things that you don't need, only keeping what you need, and then finding a way to organize them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, girl, I've had a good time with this. I've had a really good time just throwing stuff away. Like, you don't need it. You don't need it. If you ain't using it, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang on to it. And then go to TJ Maxx, look on Amazon, find you some different storage containers and things that you can use to put things away and in a organized fashion so that everything has a home. You know where it is, you know where it goes, your husband knows where it goes, your kids know where it goes. And it just makes things so much easier. So at the end of the day, when you need to clean up or if you need to tidy up, it's just boom, boom, boom. Everything's got its little pocket and you're done. So I hope this video really gave you a lot of inspiration. Comment below if it did. What are some of the things that you like to use around your home? Share, girl, we need to know, okay? Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to see you for the next one. Have a great day. Okay, bye.